Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Fozi TV. I have been away for a while. Apologies for that. Um, it's hard. I don't know if I said it before when I came on here last. It's hard watching what I'm watching and coming on here trying to give you guys a different person or something like that. Trying to be, positive in a place where Liverpool are absolutely shit. Let me just put it that way. I think I'm going on other people's streams as well and making them start thinking like things like ain't what it seems at Liverpool Football Club, the kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I see people doing their own streams talking about a similar thing. What I'm talking about, which is the 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 ownership have been here for 15 years. What's the development of our football club? I mean, not like it is development because what is our aim as a football club? That's I'm talking about Liverpool, of course, guys, first. Then I'll talk about other teams after that. That's what I always think about. Like, I just sat there one day and started thinking about what do we actually have? What is our aim as a football club? Are we aiming to become the Liverpool that was in the 70s, late 60s, 70s, and 80s? Or are we acceptance of, defeats as well as success sometimes? If you know what I mean? It's like an Arsenal football club kind of thing. That's how Arsenal have always been. They defeatist mentality, and then they come back, win a couple of league titles, then they go back to the defeatist mentality. Guys, we're in January, what is it, 16th. We still haven't signed any improvements in our team. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what more I can say that wasn't true in what I said. You know what I mean? I even seen when I was in Hussam's channel, like some people were saying Fozi's killing me just listening to him. You know what I mean? But look at us now. Exactly what I've been saying is happening. So I don't know what more people want to hear than the truth, if you know what I mean, and what's our targets. Maybe, like I've always said, maybe the reason they ask those questions like I'm killing them, I'm boring them, whatever it is because they're used to defeatist mentality. You know what I mean? People are just acceptance of defeatist mentality. They started supporting Liverpool when defeatist mentality was a norm, if you know what I mean. So if you look at all the older fans like myself, Uncle Roz, Frank Carlisle, all the older ones, you know what I mean, over 45 onwards, we are the only ones that actually call out things like the lack of ambition. People told me the summer we spent, one summer doesn't prove anything to me. What have you done in the 14 summers before that, if you know what I mean? So what have you done when Jurgen was here? You know what I mean? You had the best manager. You didn't spend like what you spent last summer. You let that guy rot. But when a lesser talented manager comes in, you start spending that much money. Why? Because you know you're not going to get that success, which means you have to spend money every single time. Is that why you're not, spending under Jurgen Klopp, but you could spend under Arne Slot? Kind of weird, that, isn't it, guys? Imagine Jurgen had money to spend on a consistent basis, where we could have been, what we could have achieved consistently. Then I just thought to myself, maybe they don't want consistent success. Maybe they just want to like bit part success, just like their baseball team. If you go back and look at the Red Sox, I spoke to a few people who actually support the Red Sox, and they said, listen, bro, like they're good owners, but don't expect success in a consistent basis because they're like every few years. So if you look at us, they said it's every 5 years kind of thing. Then you look at Liverpool's last league title. When was it? 5 years ago. So all things, start adding up. And then, people are trying to defend them, saying to me, well, they spent a lot of money last summer. What's our net spend last summer, guys? Like, exactly. It's doom and gloom, man. You know what I mean? But I don't think people realize it, guys. If you're ambitious as a football club, you don't waste time, man. Look at the injuries that we have. Look at the lack of depth we have right now. Ambitious club like Man City, what do? They go get Semenyo. Then probably they're going to try get Gahey. That's what you do. They don't need Semenyo. but it gives them more firepower at front, Man City. When other players are not scoring the goals that they need to score, Semenyo will get it. Mamouche will get it. Foden will get it. Haaland will get it. You know what I mean? They got options to score goals when the games are tight. What have we got? We're in reliance on Ekitike, and that is it. And now look at him. He's cramping out. We ain't even got another striker after Ekitike and Isak. He promised us Chiesa when Salah goes away and when Salah is off form, Chiesa's got that position. We haven't seen Chiesa at all. Now everybody's turning on Chiesa, saying he's not good enough. Well, imagine being Chiesa. You've been here for 2 years. You have only had 2 starts in the Premier League in your entire 2 years. What confidence does that give you to perform on a regular basis? And you're playing on the right side when you really should be playing on the left. But Gakpo still gets games, even though he doesn't do anything. It's a mess, man. I'm sick to death of it, guys. Like, sorry I haven't been on, but I don't want to come on here feeding you guys bullshit. And I'm a man of my word. I said to you guys, YouTube is just a hobby for me, and I want to talk about football because I love football. I'm a man of my word. I don't come here for money reasons, anything like that. I come here just to chat to you guys. That is it. Good luck to the rest of the guys that want to make something out of themselves on YouTube. There you go. So that's the thing with me, guys. I mean, I don't want to come on here. I know I said it's Fozi TV. I want to talk about other football clubs and all that stuff. But when my football club is shit, what do you want me to do, man? I can't sit here praising other clubs every single time. You know what I mean? It's tiring, man. It's really, really tiring. We're celebrating a draw at Arsenal as well, guys. Like, when we expected to win the league in the beginning of the season and the Champions League. We're celebrating a draw now. How did we go from expectance to celebrating a draw? That's embarrassing. That is freaking embarrassing. That. Sick to death of it, man. Sick to death of it. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to put on the fans. When the lights are on here, I know it's cold outside, but the freaking thing is right. The lights get the heat for some reason. But listen, apparently Arne Slot has done a press conference. We could look into that. Even though I hate watching him, he's like a 10-year-old talking. Like a baby, man. And now Mo Salah is back, obviously, after AFCON. He's coming back home. So I think he needs a little break, then he'll come back. So do I care if Salah starts or not? I don't really care. I don't care about a lot of stuff because I know like we ain't gonna, do anything because that formation, this fraud of a manager has set up doesn't give us any confidence, in playing good football or anything like that. We'll get a draw here and there. It's going to be a boring game against Burnley as well, guys. Don't expect, anything exciting out of that game. It's Burnley, for crying out loud. I mean, that's even worse when you even say that name. But let me get to the chats, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I haven't got to you guys yet. It's just me, ranting a bit and explaining why I don't come on YouTube a lot as I was doing in the beginning. There's no point, guys. There's no point, man. It's depressing watching this shit, man. You know what to expect already before a kickoff. Tired, man. Yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. Big up Double, man. Big up, brother. Alonso won't go to United like Klopp won't go to Madrid. It's all... yeah, I know, bro. I know, bro. 4 clicks. I know that, bro. But I'm just asking the questions, and that's all. Should be a third option on the poll saying neither. Oh, yeah. It's just them 2 clubs, isn't it? That's the only 2 clubs I could think of, bro. So I apologize for that. Big up Barovian, man. What are you saying, my bro? Hope you're okay. Rodriguez, I said I'm coming back. You asked me, I'm here, bro. I'm here. Slot Alonso in. I'm hoping for it, bro. I'm hoping for it, because I'm sick to death of, hearing the same press conference, the same stuff of this manager and people protecting things. You know what I mean, man? I gotta be real with you guys. I don't think it's just Arne Slot is the issue. I think the club as a whole is the issue. We're not ambitious, man. We're not, mate. Ambitious clubs don't act like this. You could say ambition in last summer when we spent, just 1 summer out of 15. Great. You know what I mean? Fantastic. We earned the right to do that. You know what I mean? But when we was winning league titles and all that stuff with Jurgen and Champions League, did we buy? You know what I mean? 1 summer, we won the Champions League. And then what did we get? Sir Vandenberg, Adrian, and Harvey Elliott. That's a great transfer window. Yeah? There you go, people. So this is what I'm trying to say, guys. I don't think this club wants to be him or them. I don't think we want to be that. I finally realized it a couple of weeks ago. I said, you know, when you're looking at a mirror and think to yourself, and you take time off YouTube, why am I always on here being repetitive every year? I get excited, I'm in the middle, then I get disappointed. There's never like consistent excitement with us, I've noticed. But it's always then free. Excitement in the middle and nothing, like getting angry. This is always like that. It never changes. We win the Premier League, next season we become even more worse. You know what I mean? That's how it always is with Liverpool. Go back and look in history, guys. It's not even a joke. And, you know, our football club, we're a team, we're as a whole. We don't do enough to prevent that. So last season, let me give you an example. Last season, you won the Premier League, yeah? You reviewed the season. What was good, what was bad, what we need to improve on, right? That's what you do. But at the same time, your team, all of you, have to look at what your rivals are doing. What did they do last season? How can they improve? How can we stop them? That's what you do. We don't do that. It's just the season ends and then we just go to the next season. That's it. That's it. We buy a couple of players here and there to try to improve the, you know, the team, and then that's it. Look at Ferguson, for example, guys. Yeah, when I was studying coaching, yeah, they used to talk about Ferguson. Yeah, what he used to do is to maintain the success. He used to go and look at his rivals, what they're gonna do, what they're gonna improve on. What did they do last season? They're gonna improve on, and then he goes to the drawing board and tries to improve on top of that to make them more dominant. Straight after the season ends. That's what Ferguson used to do. I'm sorry to use him as an example, but he's the best coach in the Premier League and he's the greatest coach in the Premier League era. So this is what people are supposed to do. You've got a team around you, who analytic team, you know, coaching staff, everything that you need is there. Why aren't each one's looking at our rivals and all that stuff and what they're going to do to improve into their squad and what is their weakness and strengths? You know what I mean? Like, why aren't we doing things like that? That's the proper football club. That's the real football club, especially a football club that does spend like us. That's what we're supposed to do. But I don't think we want it enough. Our football club that does that, they want championships. They want to win things consistently. And I don't think we're that club, guys. I think everybody needs to wake up to this, man. I've woken up 2 weeks ago. I just sat there and I realized to myself, I don't think my football club wants to win like consistently. We will get the scattered wins just to let the, you know, ownership and the coaching staff and everybody else off the hook. We will do that. But other than that, we ain't going to do consistently. You know what I mean? If you look at this season, Arteta doesn't win the Champions League, the Premier League, he's gone. Bam, out the door, gone. He ain't coming back. You know what I mean? Gone. Pep Guardiola looks tired, doesn't want to be at Man City anymore. He only stayed because of the love they give him, and, you know, the bit of dosh. Now, you know, he nearly lost his, you know, marriage, but now I think he's getting back on track with the marriage. He's going to be leaving very soon. Another one gone. Two of the best have gone. The door opens for you to be successful. You should be already thinking like this. This is the kind of thing you look at. Why am I, little old Fozi, in his bed, in one of his rooms, talking to the chat, can think like this? And you got people that get paid millions and thousands a week, can't think like this. Come on, man. Let's be serious. Yeah, they can, but they're not doing that because they're not serious about winning consistently, guys. I'm telling you, man. We're all here every year. The biggest YouTubers who think they're, you know, experts, the mid YouTubers and the lower ones like myself. We're all here every year repeating the same shit every week. We're here every year repeating the same shit every week. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. We always do this, guys. Go back and look at our YouTube channels. Look at when Liverpool were winning things, the way we was talking. Look at the way we was talking when Liverpool wasn't winning things. It's the same thing every time. They're not interested in winning. Wake up, everybody. You'll be here again next year. You'll be here the year after that. We're always gonna be here. Then you look at your you know, age. Think to yourself, shit, I was 20 10 years ago. I'm 30 now. That's how it is. 15 years they've been here, and we're still begging for success. You know, consistency. Come on, man. Gotta be real, man. You keep talking about Arne Slot and all that stuff. It doesn't matter, man. We had a better manager than Arne Slot, Jurgen, and they still didn't support him. Come on, man. It's a joke. Absolute joke. I'm tired, man. I'm really, really tired, man. Telling me last summer, transfer window, it showed a bit of ambition. Then you look at the team. How have Arsenal got 250 million on their bench and we only got probably 16 million on the bench? We're still relying on Gomez. We're still relying on him. Nobody touches that guy. He's always injured. I mean, you just have to do little, and he's injured. That's it. Come on, man. Gotta be serious here. Gotta be serious, man. Like, what the hell are we doing, man, as a fan base, as a football club here? I'm tired, man. I'm tired, guys. I can't come on here every single time. Oh, we're going to be improving. We're going to be doing this. Let's be hard to beat. Yeah, we became hard to beat, but where's the improvement? We're still playing the same way. What did we add on to that? We're in a January transfer window full of injuries. What are we signing? We're in the 16th of Jan. What are we signing to improve the squad to compete? Nothing. We're into 2 weeks of the new year and we haven't signed anybody, guys. And everybody thinks like we're doing well. We're one injury away from a disaster in defense. Has anyone woken up to that? We're going to end up playing Endo at centre-back or Gravenberch. And then Soboslai as a right-back. We're one injury away even from the full-back position, right-back. Come on, man. You don't have to be positive, brother. You just got to be here. We need talk and fun these bad times. I know what you mean, double, bro, but it hurts me, man. I'm just hurt, bro. I'm tired of watching the same things every season, my guy, for the last 15 years. And then I'm thinking to myself, am I mad or like mental? Like, I'm just repetitive, really. I'm just talking about the same things every time, every year. When it's high, it's high. When it's low, it's low. That's it. It's just it never changes, man. When are we going to have our time as a football club? Chelsea had it. Man United had it. Man City had it. Arsenal had it in the Premier League. When are we going to have our time? We keep saying we're the biggest club in England, but we're not. Because we don't act like the biggest club in England. We act like bloody Wolves or someone like that sometimes when I look at us. Sometimes like Bournemouth or things like that. And then we look at managers like from Bournemouth and things like that and Crystal Palace. Are we that quality? Are we that like low as a football club? Looking at Bournemouth managers and Crystal Palace managers. I thought we was a big club. I thought we look at the biggest managers in the world. That's what big clubs do. We're accepting of Bournemouth manager and Crystal Palace. Are you mad? Get out of here, I'm on with that. Big up LFC, man. Yes, positive Fozi. I'm not being positive, bro. I'm just tired of talking about the same thing every season, my guy. Tired of it, man. And not only that, I think people have finally woken up watching other YouTube channels. They just realized, we are repetitive of the same shit every year, because we're in January and we're in like 2 weeks into Jan. We still haven't signed anybody. Well, because there was never planned. Big clubs plan ahead. You had about how many months before, January came along to plan to get a player through the door? They haven't. We're still here again. Same old season, different manager, same outcome. I'm sick of it, guys. I'm honestly sick of it, man. I can't be asked anymore. Can't be asked. Let's listen to the Bald Fraud and see what he's saying. If there's anything that comes out of there that makes sense. You know what I mean? But I'll read the comments, man. Just keep the comments coming, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Hang on. What the hell was the sound? Hang on. Sorry, guys. It's not a fucking sound. Yeah, this music.
What you hope happens with Andy with him being out of contract? Because he says that he has a different role here this season that he's getting enjoyment out of, but ultimately he wants to play.
Yeah, no, I think. You don't have a chair. I think I have to give him a big compliment about the things he said. Very mature and
Andrew
understand everything he was saying. So I think every player should have the same feeling about his current position, and that is that he's not starting every game. But I'm really happy that he also says that he finds joy in the position he's in, and that he also understands how important he is. He's been to this club for all these years, and he's definitely still is also in the position where he's in now. And he did play quite a lot of games, not as much as he probably hoped. But the way he's acting, and he's also now comments in the media, is a big compliment and says a lot about him. How good he's been for this club in the past 8.5 years.
Legend, man.
Obviously, you're about to get Mo Salah back from the African Cup of Nations as well. I just wonder how much of a positive is that for you, and how do you keep him happy so that there is a distraction again, as there was prior to his departure for the competition?
Now, first of all, he needs to play another big game for Egypt on Saturday. And then he comes back to us, and I'm happy that he comes back because similar to Andy, Mo has been so important for this club, for me. So I'm happy that that he's back, because it's even if I had 15 attackers, I still would have been happy if he would have come back. But that's not our current situation. So happy to have him back after an important game that he still has to play.
Yeah, man. I think we need Mo back, guys. I know, like I said, get them both out of the club. Watching us recently, like without the lack of attacking power, we need him back, man. We need something. We don't look like we're gonna score a goal every game that we play nowadays. But Mo, you know, he will get you that goals. Although he hasn't been the best this season, but you know, all these issues that we had around the club, maybe it's, you know, time to forgive and forget and just end the season well, man. Because we ain't gonna sign anybody, guys. Like, and if we do, it's not out of, you know, importance. If you know what I mean, it's not a needed person. Unless it's Gehi, it's gonna be something along the lines of, you know, Arthur Chiesa kind of thing. You know what I mean? Or just to shut the fans up. Let's get a signing through the door on loan, or you know, someone that's cheap. That's what it is. It's never important player or anything like that that's gonna change the football club. That's what I'm telling you guys. That's the only signings we're gonna make, if we make any signings. Gehi should have been through the door 1st of Jan. Let me just put it that way. Considering, you know, what happened in the summer when he was wearing a Liverpool tracksuit, should have come through the door. Now we're down to the bones, as they say. Down to the bones. Down to the bones. Yeah. So if we get one injury, like I said, we're gonna end up with Endo and Gravenberch as centre backs, and that's what we don't want to see. Even Robertson as a centre back, and that's what you don't want to see, considering what we saw in the summer during pre-season. One ball over the top, Robertson is already done for. It's done, and then you got Gravenberch, not a defender. Endo, sort of a defender, but he hasn't got the pace to get back. One through ball, can't catch anyone. So yeah, we're in a bad predicament, man. But the club doesn't share that. As I said in the beginning, real clubs that have, you know, ambition don't act like this, man. They don't care about winning. I keep telling you guys, I think we waste our time every single year, like sitting here thinking that we're going to be winning league titles and Champions Leagues. I think we're wasting our time now, man. I would wish, you know, we could sit with our owners like normal clubs, that's a family club, does, and just ask them, what's the vision for this football club? Where do you want us to be? Do you want us to be dominant, or do you want us to be a bit part team? At least honesty is key in life, innit? Once they give you that honest, you know, answer, then you move on. We don't have to be here talking about the same shit every week. But we don't even get that. We don't even get that from these guys. There you go, man. What are you saying, Barovian? Yeah, it's not great, mate. The football is horrendous. Unfortunately, I don't see any change coming until the end of the season in terms of management and new players coming in. There you go, bro. At least you can see the light, Barovian. But I don't think many people do, my guy. Everybody's just sitting here like in every stream thinking things are going to change dramatically and all that stuff. They're going to give you that little bit of hope. Don't worry. That transfer bit is coming. Like the last day of the transfer window, they're going to, Liverpool about to sign someone. Oh shit, the transfer window is closed. They're not signing anybody. We're gonna get that. We get that every single time. And what do some of our fan base say? Oh, January is a bad time to do some business. That's what I keep hearing from our own fan base. Well, do you want to finish in the top 4? Because you're the one who's telling me to finish in the top 4. If you want to finish in the top 4, you got to sign some players to sort it out. Because you're only one injury away from a disaster. Make your mind up, bro. Oh, it's a bad time to do business in January. Shut the hell up, man. Get out of here. I think we will buy a centre-back on deadline day. I just discussed that just now. Don't think it's going to happen, but it's up to you what you think, Double. Call it a day. I think Richard Hughes is slot out and don't want to do anything else to help him after the argument on the other week. Sorry, the other week. I don't know if there's arguments, guys. I don't want to come here and tell you, no, there's an argument between, Richard Hughes and Arne Slot. I don't know, bro. We don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know anything like that. Let's just put it that way. It's just what hearsays are saying. As to your question, to your answer, sorry, about the centre backs coming in, Gahey should come in. I'll tell you why he should come in. Because under any management, if it's Arne Slot or after that, we still need Gahey, if you know what I mean. So he should be the priority. He should be the guy coming through the door right now. Pay that 35 million, whatever it is, because the rewards will come after that anyway, which is finishing in the top 4, whatever it is everybody wants. I don't give a shit about it, but everybody wants that. So that's what I'm trying to say. Sign a centre back that's here for the future. That's here, that's going to be here after this manager. Because I think he's gone. I think Arne Slot is gone, guys. Because there was a contract negotiations with him, wasn't there? For a longer term, and it hasn't happened. Because if it was going to happen, it should have happened by now. So that's gone out the window. And I honestly think you're right. I think he's going to stay till the end of the season and gone. That's what I'm saying. How could FSG let Jurgen and Klopp down? That's what I'm saying, LFC. You look back, please. I beg you guys, as my friends in it on here on the chat, go back and look the Jurgen era, Brendan Rodgers era, Kenny era, Hodgson era when they came in, and just look at the way we move. It's a turtle movement, mate. They're not interested in ambitious, they're not interested in winning. So much so, Jurgen stopped speaking about winning. Don't you guys haven't you guys noticed in the latter years of Jurgen, the winning mentality didn't exist anymore because he was tired of listening to the same crap from them. Oh, we can't spend this summer. You do what you do your magic, Jurgen. The club is yours, you know what I mean? But we're not gonna sign. We're not gonna get cash out of our pockets and give it to you. We're not that kind of club. But you keep doing your magic, Jurgen. Develop players and start winning. Just keep doing that, son. That's all they do to him. All of a sudden he leaves and this guy gets all the money Jurgen should have got. Why? Because he's shit. And he's never going to be, successful continuously. That's the whole point of this. They are willing to give someone like this money because they know the success ain't going to be still coming. They know that. With Jurgen, if they gave him the money, they know the success will be coming continuously. And that's what they didn't want. Spending every summer. Getting in their pockets and spending. Oh, the FSG brand, is missing some money, man. But we give it to the football club. That's why. They don't want to see things like that. All this stuff like we sell and then we buy, sell to buy things. It's bullshit, man. You're telling me FSG don't earn money at a Liverpool Football Club? Every ownership earns money out of a club. I don't know where these people come out with this bullshit. They don't earn nothing. We sell to buy. How many times have we sold a lot of players in the summer and we bought nothing? Tchouameni didn't get him. Caicedo didn't get him. Fekir didn't get him. I'm giving you 3 players, guys. Yeah, that could have been the difference for Liverpool winning things. We didn't get them. Why? Because they're not ambitious enough. Gahey didn't get him. Why? Because they're not ambitious enough. Think about it, guys. It's the same thing every summer. It doesn't matter the manager now. Jurgen is no longer there. There's a different manager, and we're still getting the same outcome. We're always 1 or 2 players short. The quad season, 2 players short of making us the most complete team in English football. Didn't even do that. Didn't even do that. So much so, we only won 2 cups, which is the League Cup and the FA Cup. When we could have won 2 more cups on top of that if we signed those 2 players that could have made a difference for our football club. We got Diaz too late. You know what I mean? I don't care. Like, in January you're coming. What the hell? What's the point of that? I wanted at the beginning of the season. That 1 point at the end of the season could have been 5 points ahead of Man City. You know what I mean? He could have been the difference in those games we drew in the beginning of the season. That's what I'm saying, guys. Like, we got to be real here, man. We've got to be real here. I don't think we're real to ourselves. We're just listening to people that don't know football, and then you bring it up, and then you start challenging me. Oh, you know, I'm falling asleep for speaking about this. You know, well, fall asleep all you like, because that's how your football club has become. Same as you, falling asleep.
Important game again for you guys. 11 games unbeaten now. What's the next step that you feel you have to take now?
No, ideally it's not 11 games unbeaten, it's 11 wins in a row. And that's always where you're aiming for, if that is realistic.
Shut up, Baldy.
It might be for some teams. I think Villa won a lot of games in a row. But from where we were when we conceded the 4th goal against PSV, and then where we are now, I think we're in a much better place.
Shut up, man.
There's still enough room for improvement, but that room for improvement was there also last season when we were top of the league and top of the Champions League in this period of time.
Good morning, Alan. In the rest of the Premier League season, is Champions League qualification everything for Liverpool? And bearing in mind Liverpool, Chelsea, United, Newcastle, maybe some others are all fighting it out for perhaps 1 or 2 remaining places. How much of a challenge is it?
No, it's a challenge because we're playing in the Premier League, and the teams you were just mentioning have very good teams as well. And we haven't put ourselves in the most ideal position, especially if you compare it to where we were after 6 games. So, but the reality is that we are competing with these teams at this moment of time for the 4th position, because Villa is having such a great season. So yeah, still a lot to play for us in the league, because we all know how important it is for any club.
What have we got to play for, man? Shut the hell up, Baldy. Listen, you got us out of the League Cup for what exactly? So we're going to have to get out of the League Cup to compete in the Premier League. You're now you're laughing about 3rd place, bro. 3rd place. You went from competing for the Premier League to 3rd place. Guys, think about the games we dropped points on, man, at home and away. If we got those points, we could have been next to that rubbish Arsenal team at the top. We could have been next to that, putting pressure on them. We haven't even done that. We haven't even done that. You know what I mean? We're dropping points in important games where we should have been winning. Chiesa barely had a minute since last season. Give the guy a chance, and he will deliver. He will deliver, but Slot has his own preferences. Yeah, that's how it is, bro. That's how it is, mate. That's how it is. There's too much favoritism with this head coach. No matter what you do on the pitch, if he doesn't like you, you never play. That is it. That is it. Even if you win, lose, draw, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's not like we was in a position that we was winning, and if we bring in Chiesa, Liverpool's going to fall apart, was it? We wasn't in that position. We were shit. We're still shit. So he's not gonna, never going to give him a chance. Chiesa's leaving, guys. You know that, yeah? Chiesa's gone. Chiesa is not staying at Liverpool Football Club anymore. This rumor about Juventus is true. He could be heading back. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. And that's another attacker gone from the team, which is lack of depth again. What can I say? What can I say, man? What can I say, people? I know Slot getting a lot of flack, rightly so, for the awful football. But Hughes, Edwards need to be questioned as well. It's not good from them either. They need to step up and do their jobs spot on, Barovian. But nobody's doing that. Apparently, from what I've seen and the streams I've been on, you was there, I think, in the chat, and some of them, they're saying we're an ambitious club. You know what I mean? This season we've been ambitious. I asked a simple question. Well, There's ambitious, which is, you buy for the first team and then you buy for the bench. And there's ambitious, you just buy for the first team, but you lessen the bench. This is the ambition that we're at the moment, which is lack of ambition. Because your bench should be strong enough to change games. Our bench is not strong enough to change games. Otherwise, the results would have been different. And not only that, otherwise the players on the pitch would have improved in their abilities, which they ain't, because they know there's no one pushing them as the season goes on. Konate knows he's going to play every game. Van Dijk knows he's going to play every game. Gravenberch knows he's going to play every game. Szoboszlai knows that he's going to play every game. Nobody in this season, let me say something to you guys. I know everybody's giving compliments to Szoboszlai and that stuff, yeah? He hasn't been as good as people think that he has, He just plays, the way he's playing is at his level. What he's been doing in the past 2 seasons. Because I'm looking at it from a point of view, people telling me he's been the most outstanding player. Yeah, but his performances hasn't changed. Hard work rate, passing side to side, running like a woman sometimes. That's all he does. I don't see no long range shots consistently. You saw him against Barnsley the other day. What a shot. But look at the mistake he did for their goal. If this team was up to the levels that Liverpool should be at, we're 30-20 now, yeah? If we was like 60, 70, 80, where we normally are before, I don't think people would be complimenting Szoboszlai as much as they're doing right now. Because I'm looking at him, I don't see no difference I think he was better last season than this season. Look at his game, guys. Nothing's changed, man. All the run-ins, playing right back. That's it. I think this is where people mistaken his performances. Because he's doing more positions than one. That's why they're giving him the compliments. He's willing to do the dirty work. That's it. This is but if you look at his gameplay, nothing's changed, man. Nothing's changed. He ain't creating goals. He ain't scoring a lot of goals. I mean, he's just doing the same thing he does every time, which is Henderson 2.0, running about. That is it. The whole team has been trash, man. Wake up, people. I don't need to tell you this. Just look at it. There was a game we played, I think we played all right, the West Ham game. All the players, because we had a horrendous game the game before, all the players started performing in the West Ham game. We battered West Ham, 0 shots on target. And the worst player, who was it at the team? Szoboszlai. Why? Because the other players, McAllister's, Isak's, all these other players started performing in a higher level. That's why they decided to perform. All of a sudden, Szoboszlai came back to where he normally is. That's what I'm telling you guys. Like, the team has been trash, man. Everything's been trash around our football club. Nobody's performing at a higher level, man. Big up, my guy. I hope you're okay, bro. I hope you're okay. I see your channel is doing good, great, man. Keep going, my guy. Keep going, man. Keep going, my brother. Oh, man. Yeah, it is what it is, guys, isn't it? Have you watched the Slot press conference? The guy is still obsessed with PSG. I'm watching it now, bro. So we'll go to discuss it as we go along, innit?
But definitely also for this club to qualify for Champions League. That didn't happen 2 or 3 years ago, I think. And that had a big impact financially on the club. So yeah, we are aware of the importance of qualification for Champions League, but that's not only for us, that's for a lot of teams. And we're also aware of the fact that the league is probably stronger than ever. So that is something where we have to do really well in the league. And of course, there's the FA Cup and the Champions League to fight for as well.
And for this weekend, Burnley, I think it's 12 without a win, but a lot of those games have been pretty close and they've caused problems for teams. I just wonder how you assess them.
No, I only have to think back about the game we've played there. I think it was 95th minute when we at last got a penalty we deserved for a handball. But you never know if you get it, because 3 weeks later we had another referee. Or maybe it was the same referee, by the way. And there was a clear handball from United, and he didn't thought that was a penalty. So you never know 100% sure if what you deserve you get in life in general, but definitely in referee decisions. So that was a game where we've had multiple chances before we at last scored that penalty. But they made it really hard for us that day, and they've made it really hard for a lot of other teams since then as well. So yeah, we will be ready. We're looking forward to it. Another home game, another game where we want to show that we can do better for making from all that ball possession more chances. We've worked again this week and the last weeks a lot on that, and I'm hoping and waiting for the moment when things really click and people will say, now from all this ball possession, this was nice to watch. There's also a lot of chances combined to that. But the moment we generate more chances again, we probably have to be a bit more open as well. And in a certain period of this season, it's also shown that we then conceded quite a lot of counterattacks. So we have to find the ideal balance in creating more, but still concede hardly anything.
Let's go to shit, man. Shut up. If Xabi Alonso goes to United, he's a much bigger rat than Marco Owen. I don't know about that, but it is what it is. Yeah. This head coach is pissing me off, guys, man. Every single time he speaks, he's comparing us to something. Bro, sort that you've made us hard to beat. Do something in that attack, my guy. Don't do this side passes back to Virgil, side to pass, back to Konate, you know what I mean? And then right back, and then back to Konate, back to Van Dijk, back to Kirk. I don't want to see that anymore. Please, I beg you, please, mate. Just do something in the forward line. Put a through ball. I have a needle pass or something, bro. Let the player run onto the ball. Like Verts did the other day when Ekatika gave him that back heel through the legs. Do something like that. Do something different, my guy. Put your player on the last line of the defense. Put a through ball for him. Let him run onto it and slot it in. No pun intended. Please do something like that. I just want to see something different. Put across, between the goalkeeper and the defense in the 6-yard box, so someone can run onto it and tap it in, or it goes in from an own goal, or it troubles the goalkeeper, he flaps it, and then someone comes in and scores. Do something different, bro. I can't sit through your games anymore. It's boring. It's hard to watch. The trouble with FSG is an ownership. They never want sustained success. It's just sporadic success, and under them a trophy here and there, and top 4, they are happy. No standards from the top. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, Brarovian. You just hit that comment alone. Just says what I've been thinking the whole time, my brother. I don't think people have ever sat there and thought about, does our club want that success? Does our club wants that, that dominance? I don't think they do, bro. That comment alone, what you just put there, bro, says it all. This is what FSG are. I know I'm not supposed to call them out for this season, especially what they've done in the transfer window. But look at us now, you guys. Surely to God, surely to Allah, all of you guys, wallahi, all of you guys here can say we need players right now in the January transfer window. I'm sure 99.9% of you guys think we should be signing players right now in this window. Just because we might get out of the top 4, just because we could get us that little of a boost, to get back in the top 4, top 3, whatever it is at the end of the season. Maybe, come on, guys, we do need players now. That's an ambitious club. That's what Man City have just done. They just brought players in to boost their squad. They're only 6 points off Arsenal. 2 losses, they go back top if they win their 2. That's how far they're off the top. There is no way you can tell me my football club is ambitious when we're in the month of Jan and all the injuries that we had and all the lack of depth that we have. They're not signing players, and people telling me they're ambitious. Come on, man. Come on. We've got to be serious here, man. We are hard to beat because, to me, he should have done this 15 games ago, 16 games ago, bro. Not now. You don't do this hard to beat now. When you was conceding goals every single time you're 2-0 up, they pick you back to 2-2, and that was continuing every single time, every game that you play. Then you start thinking, boys, with the coaching stuff, we need to start, go to the drawing board because we're almost losing games now, or we're drawing games. We need to like be hard to beat. If he did that, then he could have had the base. Then he could have just, slowly got better as the season goes along. But he didn't choose that. He did this too late. All this stuff that he's doing hard to beat is too late, because look at us where we are in the league now. We're 14 points off Arsenal, bro. It's embarrassing. The current champions are 14 points behind the league leaders. It's a joke, man. Yeah, man. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want us to sign anyone in January, because I want these owners to regret it in the summer after we don't get top 4. I don't want Slot gone. Was it? I do want Slot gone more than I want Liverpool to win. Wow. It's a bit harsh, Brett. Nah, I don't go that route, bro. I don't go that route. I want us to win still, bro. I still want him out. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here telling you I don't want him out. I want him out. I want him gone. But I still want us to win. Big up, Nate. What are you saying, my guy? Agree with all your points. I'm just sick and tired of FSG slot ethic. Yeah, all of us, bro, are, man. It's the club as a whole. Sometimes when you put one person, to blame, it's not the way, bro. You just got to look overall. What is our aim as a football club? And it's not winning, because if you are a winning football club, you don't allow things like what happened this season to go on. You get rid of that virus. You get rid of that disease, that cancer. You get rid of that. But you're still keeping it around. Still not signing players to improve us as a team, so we don't get out of the top 4 or compete for the Champions League at the same time as well, because there's no one in the Champions League this season that's impressive either, apart from Arsenal. That's it. PSV haven't been PSV. Real Madrid haven't been Real Madrid. Bayern Munich are hot and cold. Liverpool haven't been themselves. So there's no team that you could see in the Champions League that's, dominating. You could say Arsenal, but you've seen Arsenal against Liverpool in the second half. Were they that dominant? Were they that impressive? No. Liverpool took them to the cleaners. If we had a decent striker up front, we might have got 2 goals in that second half. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's really, really hard. Big up, my guy. Big up, my guy. What are you saying? Show me some big managers, question mark. I don't think of 2. No, bro. I know. Big up, my guy. Hope you're okay. Toon. Hope you're okay. If Konate or Van Dijk get injured, it's over. We are even potentially jeopardizing Champions League qualification if that occurs. Yeah, spot on, bro. Spot on, my guy. Big up, Clive, my guy. Hope you're okay. The owners do not plan. They don't know football. Get caught out. Propagandists. I don't know. And everyone sucks the lies up. Same with a few clubs in the Premier League. Slot is not good enough for Liverpool. Yep, you're spot on, bro. You're spot on. It's you know what it is with our owners, bro. That's the thing with my owners is they are good at selling, but they're not good at when the sales go wrong, how to react. If you know what I mean, they're not good at that, or they purposely do it. That's what I honestly think they purposely do it, because they're not interested in a successful club that's dominant. They're not interested in that. So you're right, Toon. You're right, my guy. 100%. I'm going now because I don't want to hear this guy's voice or see him by. No worries, Brett. I understand, my guy. I understand. No problem. No problem. Just going through the comments. I don't want to even listen to him anymore anyway, bro. They don't give a shit about the fans. They don't, because what connection have we got with them as ownership? We don't. Like, we don't deserve some good news. Been a terrible year. The parade, Jota, the poor form, the Gehi flop, but still they don't listen or care about us at all. Spot on, bro. Spot on. I couldn't agree more with that comment, Double. Like you just said, with all the stuff that we faced this summer, you expect our ownership to rise us up as a whole, as a community, as the Liverpool community. But they don't even do that, my bro. They don't even do that. But some people still protect them for some reason. You know, like in family terms, you know, when things go in a bad way, you know, the figureheads start doing things to you know, help you out through these bad stages. What do our owners actually do as an ownership whenever bad things happen to us? They just sit back and let the club rot as it always does. You know what I mean? And that's how I see them. Never gonna change. It's never gonna change. As long as they're at the helm and nobody asks questions about them, nobody sits with them and talks to them about what's your aim for Liverpool Football Club. We want, like, our fan base wants success, which is, you know, everlasting. Like, we want to keep going, winning like doubles, winning trebles, something like that, as a big club should be doing. That's our fan base. That's what we want. But what's your aim as the ownership? Are you interested in that? And if they say no, then you just say to them, maybe you should get someone in that's interested then, bro. I mean, hand over the club to someone that is willing to help us out when we, time of need, things like that. You're spot on, honestly, Double. You're spot on, man. All that stuff that we went through this year, and you expect them like to rise up when times are tough to help us out, and nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. You can't blame everything and other stuff around the football club that's happened during the first half of the season. We're in the January now. Like, you expect them to do something to back us as a community, but all you see is Man City back in theirs. That small club, their ownership back in theirs. Even though they're going through the courts with 115 charges, they're still back in their football club. While our football club, which we are the current champions, just sits back and accepts defeat, man. We're accepting defeat this season. We was at 1 point, 6 points behind Arsenal, 8 points behind Arsenal. We could have drawn that back. We accepted the season for what it is, which is defeatist mentality. Yeah, man. I'm not going to put him on anymore, guys. I'm sick of that. It's like the same interviews with a different day. That's it, man. I can't stand slot press conference. Dole, yes, uninspiring, yes. I know, bro. I know. I'm not gonna do it no more for you guys. Took him off. Can't be asked anymore. You're spot on. I agree with you guys. When you guys don't want anything, I'll take it off. I don't even want to listen to him because I know what he's gonna say. Excuses. With excuses. It's coming. It's always coming, man. Yeah, man. I'm sick to death of it, man. Sick to death of it. Now we're wearing pink tracksuits in games. Wow. Salah is king. I got a Salah book for Xmas, so Christmas. Sorry, I'm a fangirl. Big up, tune. Now it is what it is, isn't it, man? You love football, innit? You know, outside this summer, did Liverpool and Newcastle ever have problems? We exchange players. You know what I mean? We exchange phone numbers. That's how Liverpool and Newcastle have been down the years. You know what I mean? Kevin Keegan's, Kenny Dalglish's, you know what I mean? All those things like we did down the years together. The love was always there. It's just this summer, for some reason, it just died after the Isak incident, to be fair. But yeah, Salah's, come on, man. Salah, innit? Big up, Fozi. What we need is a change of ownership for consistent success, and I want the rule of Dubai. Goodness me, man. You're moving too far. Bro, all I want is an ambitious owner. I don't give a shit if they Dubai or anything like that. As long as you're willing to spend to get players to support us on the pitch, you know what I mean, and maintain success and want success, that's all that's what we should be about. You know what I mean? That's why I've always, come on YouTube, because I want to have a voice just to let the youngsters know like what Liverpool Football Club is all about. And like all this stuff, like the old people say about Liverpool, how successful we are as a club, and what Bill Shankly's built down the years, when he was there, is a true reflection of Liverpool Football Club. We are the biggest team. We should be the biggest team in the world. If you look at the years and what actually happened down the years, if you know what I mean. If things didn't happen, we could have been the Real Madrid of today if we continued with the success that we had in the past. But it didn't work out that way. Life works in different ways sometimes, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, a lot of stuff happened that stopped Liverpool from progressing to become the most dominant team in world football. If you know what I mean. So, but it doesn't mean you as a fan have to stop yourself and downgrading your football club to being, you know, a mediocre club for you, for us to think like that. I don't want you to think like that, because that's why I'll come on here and tell you guys, Liverpool is a winning football club. We should not step away from that. We should always aim high and aim for the best. That's what we should be doing as a football club. But unfortunately, you know, there's some people out there giving us some false hopes every single time and saying to us to accept it for what it is. I'm not accepting it, man. I'm always going to be here saying this, you know, setting the standards for Liverpool Football Club. I will never want to be below Arsenal. I don't want to be below Man City. I don't want to be below Man United. I don't want to be below Chelsea. No, none of those clubs should ever be below ahead of Liverpool Football Club. Never. We should not be lowering our standards, guys. Always ask for the best. I know there's a lot of people protecting the ownership for what they did, you know, this season, but you got to look at the 14 years before. What have they done for Jurgen? When you had the best manager in world football at the time, along with Pep Guardiola, what did you actually do for him to succeed? Nothing. You made him struggle, you know, every season that he was there. He had to develop his own players to be successful. That's how much of a good manager, great manager Jurgen was. He had the club, you know, ownership against him, but he found a way to get success out of that. Imagine the club ownership and him being together and spending the right money on the right players and getting those players that we missed out on through the door, where Liverpool could have been. We could have been like, you know, 4 league titles by now. But we chose not to be there. And that's what angers me more than anything, guys. Yeah, I think we need to come down with a Dubai, bro. You know what I mean? What's going on? Dubai is a bit too far for me, mate. Yeah, let me just see if I've covered everybody. Big up TW, my brother. I hope you're okay. Big up Clark Kent, of course. Hell yeah. Big up, bro. Yeah, I'm just going through the comments. I don't want to be rude to everybody, innit? Say whatever you want, guys. Just say whatever you want, man. Yeah, if you reports say Slot and Hughes argued over Rio playing at time, well, Hughes should not really come into things like that, to be fair, but it is what it is. Slot wanted another winger. Hughes said no, play Rio. Slot thinks Rio is too young. Hughes thinks he's ready. So who's the manager here? That's the question, Double. Who is the manager, bro? If a recruitment, you know, recruitment guy versus the manager, so the head coach. So who chooses the team here? I mean, the person that recruits the players, or the person that, you know, manages the team? Who? It's weird. It's very strange, in my opinion, bro. Very strange. I don't think Rio is ready. I got to be honest, guys. I agree with Arne Slot with that one. We should have got someone in as soon as Diaz left the door. You know what I mean? As soon as he opened the door and left, I think we should have got a replacement for him, hands down. Because, you know, the lack of pace in the team clearly shows. We've got no pace. We've got no dribbling. You know, players in the wind that dribble past defenders and all that stuff. We haven't got that. Because Salah doesn't do it. Gakpo, don't know what he does. Just cuts in. Same old Gakpo. But other than that, who causes mayhem? Nobody. Nobody causes mayhem at a football club. So there you go. There you go, man. Yeah. I doubt Slot and Hughes seem to be best friends. Otherwise, they would have sacked him after that shocking run of defeats. Yeah. I don't know what they want, bro. The thing is, you know, with these guys, Arne Slot is their project. So they don't want to fail in that during the season. Hence why they're going to wait till the end of the season, my guy. Yeah. They don't want anything. They don't want anything coming towards them right now. They'd rather just wait to the end of the season. Because if they were going to keep this manager, like many of you guys said in the chat, they would have bought the players right now that we need. And they haven't. They haven't. Fans of Parable going on about prices and yeah, corporate shows. Yeah. I don't even want us to win the Champions League. this year if we keep Slot until the summer and value the Champions League higher than the World Cup. I don't know, bro. Me, I just want to win things. That's me, man. Spot on, Fozi. Give the money to Slot because he can't develop players. There you go, bro. It's right. It's right, my guy. 100%, man. When Jurgen was there, where was that money, man? Where was that money? Where was that money? Big up, Dean, man. I hope you're okay, my brother. Please subscribe to Dean's channel, guys. Please subscribe to my brother here, Dean. If we backed Klopp, we would be dominating English football right now. Get Alonso now, please. There you go, Dean. I mean, you can see it yourself, bro. If you know what I mean. You can see it yourself, bro. I just sat there, Dean, the other day, a few weeks ago, and I thought to myself, like, what is our ambition as a football club? I just look back at the 15 years, my guy. It's the same shit every year, mate. It's the same shit every year. And I'm tired of it, my brother. I'm 47 this month. What am I doing still talking about the same thing like a parrot, like like Toon says? Like, what am I doing, bro? I'll keep repeating the same shit every year. I'm tired of it, my guy. I'm really, really tired of it. Big up, my bro. Please subscribe to Dean, man. He's a great lad. And his football knowledge is out of the scale. Let me just put it that way. And he's entertaining at the same time. Funny guy, man. Love this guy. Go subscribe to my brother there, man. We playing Burnley at Anfield tomorrow. You would think we play some world-class beaters. World beaters, yeah. World beaters. 100%, bro. 100%. It's funny that, isn't it? But then again, you look at the game that we played against Burnley in the beginning of the season, 1-0, handball in the last minute. They kept a clean sheet throughout the game. There you go, my guy. Fair enough, IDK. I don't know if I can take Craig serious, though. Jump on hype slot. Yeah, man. Oh, okay, I got what you mean. Yeah, of course, Dean, man. My brother there. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry if I didn't come to all the comments. I'm just going through people's comments that I haven't gone through. I appreciate everybody. I'm traveling 5 hours to Anfield for tomorrow's game from South Wales. I'm excited, but I've been a lot more excited for another games in the past. Brett, good luck, bro. I went to the Leeds game. I met John Aldridge. I was having a fantastic time. One of my best times because I met one of my heroes from the 80s. You know, John Aldridge, John Barnes, Peter Beardsley, Steve McMahon. You know, these players. That was my players. That was my players back in the day. That's who I met. And I mean, John Aldridge. We had a great chat, me and him. Let me just put it that way. I don't want to put him in a bad place, but he ain't happy either, guys. Let me just put it that way. Even our legend, John Aldridge, is not happy. True Scouser as well. Even though he plays for Ireland, he's born in Liverpool, guys. Just to let you know. He was amazing, man. Great chat me and him had. It's on TikTok. I think I'll put it on the channel, on the video section, you know, pre-recorded. Check it out, guys. Well, I had the best time before the game, but when it came to the game, I had one of my worst times ever. I slept throughout the game, man. And I'm not even lying about that either. Yeah, good luck, Brett, man. Good luck, my bro. What are you saying? Let me just check the chats. Salah can't start matches if he comes back or not. He's not good enough for Liverpool. I don't know. I think he's got one more game to go, bro. So he's still not back yet. It's not back yet. Should have given Klopp 450 million. Imagine he had that, bro. Imagine he had that money, LFC. Imagine he had that money, my bro. Fozi, I think Verse is really gonna start cooking. I said that. Mantis. I said that, bro. I said that. I stuck with him. I stuck with Kirkes. I stuck with all of them. And I said, they are going to cook at some stage. But I was hoping we slowly integrated them into Liverpool team instead of like starting them straight away and hoping for the best. That didn't work out. Look how the season turned out. There you go, bro. There you go. Let me see if I've caught everybody. Appreciate everybody that song today, man. Thank you, guys. So Liverpool losing 2 targets to Man City, LOL, 0 ambition. Well, apparently we have ambition in it. So because of what we did this summer. There you go, bro. Big up John Conway, my brother. I hope you're okay, my guy. Just going through the comments, guys. Just going through the comments. Yeah, guys, that's me, man. I don't know when I'll be back, guys. I really don't know because I'm too depressed to even think about football at the moment. I'll be off next week, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I should be back around that time. But yeah, you never know. I could be back tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know. I'm just letting you guys know that, because you know I keep getting messages. When are you back? When are you back? Well, I'm back today. There you go. But yeah, just be real with yourselves, guys. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Be real with yourselves. Don't jump on this fake train where people are giving you false ambitions and things like that. We're false, man. We're a false football club, and it's never going to change. If it hasn't changed the past 15 years, what makes you think it's going to change in the next 15 years? It ain't, man. It ain't. And you're making yourself tired. You're depressed for what? Exactly nothing. Just don't bother anymore, man. All right, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Yeah. Take care, everybody.